It's week 12 of the fantasy football season, folks. The playoffs are right around the corner. If you still need some waiver wire help ahead of Thanksgiving Day, I'm your guy. My name is Herms, on Twitter at HermsNFL, and this is another edition of the Lateral Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Lateral Show. Fasten your seatbelts, because here we go.
Welcome back to another edition of the Lateral Show, a sideways look at fantasy football. Like I said before, my name is Herms. You can follow me on Twitter at HermsNFL, and in this video, or podcast if you're just listening to the regular audio version, I will be going over a preview of my Week 12 2022 fantasy football season waiver wire article. You can find that every single week on the Fantasy Six Pack website, fantasysixpack.net. If you've never been to this YouTube channel before and you enjoy this so far and you're like, wow, I really want more of this content. Well, there's a rectangle on your screen somewhere that says subscribe. You just gotta go ahead, click, boom. Oh, cool. I'm subscribed to the Fantasy Six Pack YouTube channel now. And anytime there's new content, you'll get a little ding, ding, ding notification that'll just be like, hey, check it out, new videos. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be pretty cool? I think that would be. Oh, what are these? Thumbs up? Oh, there's a button on your screen somewhere that kind of looks like this too. If you see it, go ahead and click that as well. I'd really appreciate it. We are going to go over a handful of players that I talk about in the free portion of my waiver wire article. But if you want to get behind the paywall and see every player that I talk about, because it's not just these guys. This is just a preview of the free part of my article. You have to sign up for an all-access plan over at fantasysixpack.net. How do you do that, you ask? Well, fantasysixpack.net/plans. That's the URL. You can type that in. Bing, boom, wow, there it is. All the information you need, pricing and all that. For the remainder of my article, for access to the Discord community, for award-winning rankings and DFS tools, that's what you get. And more. That's not even all you get, but those are just a few of the things that you get for signing up for an all-access pass, access plan, access whatever, to fantasysixpack.net. I think it'd be wise to do so. Without any further ado, let's get into the meat of things. Starting first with, I don't know if Joe Mixon is going to play in Week 12 or not. I mean, he might. This might not be helpful to you, actually, but if Joe Mixon doesn't clear concussion protocol in time to play in Week 12, Samaje Perine, baby, let's go! Oh, did you see what he did on Sunday against my beloved Pittsburgh Steelers? My personal feelings about it aside, he was wonderful. 3 receiving touchdowns. Yet not every running back can just, kind of come off, the bench and, limited duty and just be like, ha-ha! We've seen Perine be productive in the past when he's given the opportunity. And while this may not be super helpful, you are going to have to add Perine off of the waiver wire before you find out if Joe Mixon is healthy or not. And at this point in the year, even just like 1 week wonder type players, quote unquote, are the kinds that you absolutely have to roster. I mean, look, we're almost at the fantasy football playoffs, folks, in most leagues anyway. You need every win that you can get. Unless you're already locked into a playoff spot, you're probably battling it out to, see what's going to happen. Like, am I going to be in? Am I going to be out? I don't know. And players like Samaje Perine being in your lineup, even if it's just for 1 week, can make all the difference in the world. So I would start there. It's a little bit of an unorthodox place to start, considering all of the things that I just said, but that's where I would start. But if you want something that's, like a little bit more sure than just a shrug, maybe, I would go back to a name that I've brought up multiple times in this video series this year, multiple times, in the article this year, and that is Latavius Murray of the Denver Broncos. Now, it's not really much of a victory lap to be like, I thought Latavius Murray would be the best running back for the Broncos after Javonte Williams got hurt, and it was either going to be him or Melvin Gordon, who's not even on the team at the time of this recording now. And, no offense to Mike Boone, but Mike Boone, sure, whatever, cool. Like low-hanging fruit, I picked it. Delicious. But, look, since he joined the Broncos, he's the wide running back, the running back 27 overall in PPR scoring. He's a decent flex every single week. Now, I mean, it helps if he falls into the end zone, but even bad offenses can produce decent running backs if they're given enough volume, and it seems like Latavius Murray is given enough volume. I know that a 32-year-old running back in a really awful situation is not super ideal, but as long as he keeps being good, you should just add him to your team. You just should. And speaking of things that are bad or were bad, segue. That's why they pay me the big bucks. I'm not going to let Jerrick McKinnon's performance against the Chargers sway me in any way, because the last time he had finished outside of the top 40 in PPR before this last game was week 4 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If anything, we've officially learned. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, nope, we're not doing that. Nope, Andy Reid's like, no, stay away from this field. It's McKinnon and it's Isaiah Pacheco. That's the Chiefs' backfield. Pacheco's not available on a ton of waiver wires, but I'm sure McKinnon is. And it seems as though McKinnon is going to be trusted more with the receiving responsibilities, as it were. And in PPR scoring, you can get some pretty good flex value out of that. So he's a carryover from last week. Maybe it's a little bit lazy, but I just feel as though I'm not going to let one blip on the radar influence what had been a really good track record of production for the better part of this season. So those are the 3 running backs I would go after. And then we're going to end this quickly with a pair of wide receivers, one of which I have talked about before, Donovan Peoples-Jones. I'm not really going to go over everything I said about him because it was literally last week that I said everything I pretty much have to say about him, but he's good. He's going to get an upgraded quarterback soon. And he's just been killing it lately, folks. I mean, seriously, ever since week 4, he's been the wide receiver 28 in PPR scoring overall. The dude's good. There's my case. But Treylon Burks, the rookie out of Arkansas for the Tennessee Titans, boy, did he have himself a Thursday night football game, going for over 100 yards receiving, I believe hauling in a touchdown, and finishing week 11 with a top 12 performance. There it is. Got the numbers straight in my head now. It takes rookie receivers time to break out, especially, when they miss time due to injury in their, first few weeks of their career. I know that the rushing attack is pretty much just the basis and the crux of the Titans offense, and it's not going to change simply because okay, all right, Treylon Burks is back. There we go. Yep, change everything, folks. We're going to give him 1 billion targets. I know that's probably not going to happen, but Ryan Tannehill has struggled to find anybody to throw to all season, and if Burks can be as good as or anywhere close to as good as he was against the Packers in week 11, then I feel pretty good about his chances to be a contributor to your fantasy team. I've talked about plenty of players, that are found in the paywall portion of the article, but this is the preview, okay? We're done. If you want to know more, you have to go to fantasy6pack.net/plans, get an all-access pass for the remainder of my article, all the DFS tools, all of our award-winning rankings, and access to the Discord community, among other things. That'll do it for this one. I hope that everybody who celebrates enjoys their Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you all again in the future. This has been another edition of the Lateral Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Lateral Show. Fasten your seatbelts, because here we go.